Welcome back. Welcome back.
What up, though?
We in the building talking some basketball.
A little Bassett ball. And you know what else? Moray Bassett ball.
I don't know what that was.
Air Spears making fun of Magic Johnson.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we're talking about the team. So everybody that's on the bottom of the list are in the playoffs in some form or fashion. Play in or playoffs.
It'll make sense.
So in this play-ins category, we're going to talk about the teams that are going to be eliminated in the play-ins.
We're going west or we're going east first?
Let's go east because I think west is a little bit more interesting.
Yeah. The east is going to be kind of.
So who do you think the east play-in teams are? You got Atlanta?
Definitely.
Sorry, I got to pull up a list.
Yeah.
Because of I just
No. I'm with it. So all right. So this is where I want to kind of have conversations about where because what we're really saying to a degree is this is where these teams' ceilings are, right? For this season, yeah. This is where you're gonna stop. This is where your buck is gonna stop.
Yeah.
For at least two of them.
Who's in the play-ins? Atlanta.
Yes.
Toronto.
Yep. Chicago.
And Brooklyn or Miami?
I want to say Miami makes it to the playoffs, not play in, just because I feel like Brooklyn's going to keep sliding. But they were in such a good position, and they're
winning games.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to win some games. I just feel like that, and this is also me being a Heat fan. So
I know, and they're only a game behind the Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm. I feel like we should be able to catch, to get out of the play-in. Like I really don't want us.
I kind of want to look at their schedules. If it's easy.
What's the VORP on Miami versus Brooklyn?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
It's a stat, but it's a dumb stat that I really don't know. But yeah, see if we can pull up the schedules. Because I think that, over the next week, we're going to see that change between those two. And we get out of the play-in and we stay out of the play-in. After that, though, the ceiling is kind of there.
Right. So Miami has to play Cavs a couple times.
Mm-hmm. We'll split those.
Bulls once.
Better win that.
The Knicks once. They do play the Nets once. They actually play the Knicks twice.
Knicks twice. We don't split those.
Knicks twice. Sixers.
You got two dirty, hard-nosed teams just going there.
So they actually got and they play the Mavericks and the Sixers. Everything else, I think they should win.
We got Pistons and stuff on there.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about
Brooklyn?
Yeah. I feel like Brooklyn's got a lot of TV games coming up because I want to say I saw their schedule earlier today and they had some TV games coming up and I'm like, yeah, those sounded cool until,
You lost your two star players on them. But they still have a solid team, don't get me wrong.
They do. We can agree that they don't have championship aspirations.
They have the Bucks.
Yeah, that's it for you. Bucks are going to be mean.
Just one game. Bucks, Wolves, Kings, couple against the Cavs, obviously against the Heat. Bro, their schedule doesn't look hard.
I see some Pistons. I see some Atlanta. I see some Magic.
Yeah.
They got some Jazz.
They have two against the Wolves, which I think they can split or win both.
Yeah,
honestly.
Got the Rockets on there. I mean, yeah, they have a
schedule. I think they have the easier schedule.
Yeah, they do have a more favorable schedule.
But let's say, for argument's sake,
we are better than them. We should not be in the play-in. They should be in the play-in.
Okay, let's put Brooklyn in the play-in.
Yeah.
So we have what? Atlanta, Brooklyn, Raptors,
Bulls.
Who makes it out?
I'm going to say this.
Because it doesn't even matter really matchup-wise, right? Because you essentially, if you lose one, you get another chance, right?
If you lose,
unless you're the 10th seed.
Yeah, if they lose, then they're just done. If I'm not mistaken. Oh no.
I think the 9th seed gets an extra try.
Yeah.
Or the 6th. I can't remember how it works. It's kind of weird. I know one. If you lose one, you get essentially another chance.
Yeah,
but I don't think. I think it's for the. Is it the 6, 7 that play against each other, and then the 9, 10? Or I'm sorry, not 6, 8, 7, 8, and then 9, 10 play against each other. And then the winner of the 9, 10 plays against the loser of the 7, 8.
Yep.
So if you lose a 7, 8 game, you have an extra try.
Yep.
I think that's how it works. So I think the 7, 8 is going to be Brooklyn.
Yep.
And
Brooklyn and Atlanta.
Probably Brooklyn, Atlanta. So you think
So here's
9-10 would be Toronto
in Chicago.
Toronto and Chicago. I think Chicago wins that.
Yeah. I think that this is as much as I don't think Atlanta's that good, I don't want to play Trae Young in a 1-of-1.
Yeah, but I don't think they make it past the play-in.
Historically,
yeah,
that's the thing. It's historically this dude in a play-in game goes off for like 50 every time, bro. Like it's one of those things where the game will start and he's gonna take like not necessarily a 35-footer, but he's gonna take a quick three and it's gonna hit and you're gonna be like, oh man, is he doing this again? And I just feel like Brooklyn's not gonna be able to deal. They don't have anybody who can go tit for tat with that. Like unless Mikal Bridges continues to play out of his mind or Cam Thomas has one of these like, I'm stunting on the 40-point games. I don't think that they can go blow for blow with the Hawks because of Trae Young. I think that's the trump card. So I wouldn't be shocked if the Hawks make it out as the 7th seed and the Bulls make it out
the 8th seed.
As the 8th seed.
Do you think Brooklyn doesn't make it at all?
I think Brooklyn falls off. I think it's a lot to ask for that team who has the least amount of cohesiveness out of everybody on this list.
Yeah.
To pull together and overcome just some very tough stuff. Now, if they were to win, I'm not going to be shocked, but I just think that's playoff. Like these games will be playoff level basketball.
Yeah,
and it's very hard when you don't know what to do.
Yeah, a lot of them are very inexperienced.
Mm-hmm. Like the most experience that Brooklyn's going to have
is Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson
and Dinwiddie.
Yeah.
Like those are going to be the guys you're going to have to lean on. And again, like Dinwiddie's been consistently, 20 points, but also what happens when you need 35?
Yeah.
Mikal Bridges has really been the only person since the All-Star break who's been consistently scoring high outputs for them. So I think that the Hawks and the Bulls make it out.
So you think the Raptors and the Nets fall out?
Yeah, I think the Raptors – I'm really disappointed that the Raptors didn't make any significant moves. I thought that they would do something. I mean, they got Jakob Poeltl, but I don't see it. I know the Spurs made him look better and he's scoring more, but it's like the Spurs are a team where somebody had to score.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't mean a lot to me. But they also do have Pascal Siakam who can go off. He's been relatively quiet since the All-Star break. Like not bad, but just like the game we just watched or recently watched of them, it was more like Scotty Barnes and OG Anunoby is the ones really making plays, and Fred VanVleet.
Yeah. So
I don't know. That's why I feel. What do you think?
No, I get it. I definitely have. I completely agree with Toronto not making it.
I think that run is over. It's time to blow it up.
I don't know if Atlanta makes it. That's my.
I don't like Atlanta as a team to win series. Like I think they're going to lose the first actual playoff series. I just think one game. Trae Young has done that at least twice now.
Yeah, he has. He definitely has. But
think it's over with for him? You think this year is
I don't.
He's not looking. The thing is, he is currently not looking like Trae Young.
No.
The one that did put the team on his back. Like he's not carrying the load as well. He's shooting 40% field goal percentage since the All-Star break. Like it's not great.
So we'll leave it the way it is.
Okay.
But with an asterisk that I think I switch Atlanta and Nets around. I don't think it matters either way the next round.
Yeah.
But that would be my own change.
We can put like an asterisk next to both of them, like could be interchangeable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that brings us to the West. So our West play-in teams, I think the Lakers make it to the 7th seed.
Yeah, I can see that.
So your 6th seed right now is Minnesota. So I can see them falling out and maybe giving the Lakers a chance to make it into the 6th seed.
Mm-hmm. I also can see them holding on to it.
But yes, I can see them holding on to it as well.
Because the thing with the Timberwolves right now is the team that has gotten them to the 6th seed is the team that they'll probably have for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
So this team has shown them that they can actually get to this spot and hold it. We don't know how long that lasts. They got a game coming up, and who do they play next? Oh, I thought you had the schedules.
I have to go to a different screen.
That's whack.
And no, I had to search by individual team too. I didn't have the actual schedule.
The NBA app ain't doing his job, man.
Well, I didn't want to leave. It don't matter. Anyways, yeah, I think they can hold on to it.
But I wouldn't be shocked if we wanted to say that the Lakers made the 6th seed and
Minnesota made the 7th seed.
Yeah,
have to play there.
Because I also wouldn't want to play against the Timberwolves in a 1-game series. Like ask the Nuggets that year.
They're playing a lot of heat. Not the Miami Heat. But
the Timberwolves. Yeah, no, they got a tough schedule. They had
Sixers, Nets, Hawks, Celtic. Like they're playing
playoff caliber teams.
Yes,
for the
they're
rest
playing. Bro, they're playing Spurs is the only team they're playing not in our top 20.
Yeah. Oh, they got a tough schedule. They know they have a tough schedule.
Minus the Blazers. Blazers the only team they're playing the Blazers once and they're playing the Spurs once.
Yeah.
Everybody else is in the top 20.
But they just beat the Kings and Sacramento.
Yeah.
Like they are beating some of the upper echelon teams.
Let's keep them at 6.
Okay. So that means that we're looking at the
Lakers is 7th seed.
What you got? Mavericks at 8?
Fuck, I don't know.
Bro, the West is
I told you the West was going to be tough.
It's heavy, bro. It's a heavy conference. And everybody is starting to look like themselves, which is why we have the Jazz falling so far down.
Well, that with the trades.
Yeah. So it's tough. Like, who do we feel like is not going to be in the play-in?
Okay, I tell you what. I say Dallas might jump Minnesota.
You think Dallas going to?
I think they have the best opportunity right now.
Yeah.
Because they're only a half game back right now. Yeah. Okay, so let's say Minnesota hits 6. I'm sorry.
Dallas hit 6.
Dallas hit 6. Minnesota held us at 7. Lakers hit 8.
We got New Orleans.
Clippers at 9.
Clippers are 9 right now?
No, they're at 8 right now.
Oh, yeah, they're going to definitely be in the play.
Clippers at 9. New Orleans at 10. And I see Lakers and New Orleans making it.
You saying Zion is healthy?
If Zion is healthy.
Yeah, if Zion is healthy, I see that.
I see the I see the Lakers beating the Minnesota.
Yep.
And I see New Orleans beating the Clippers.
Yep.
And then New Orleans beating Minnesota. Because they'd have to win twice.
Yeah. Like, if Zion's healthy, that happens. Like that, I feel like that's going to happen.
If Zion's not healthy, then
it's Lakers and Minnesota.
Lakers and Clippers, I think.
You think so?
I think Clippers beat Minnesota.
I don't think they do. I want the Clippers.
No, I think Clippers beat Minnesota and then lose like in 5 games.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I feel like if I'll put it like this, if the Minnesota Timberwolves can survive the first half onslaught of whatever the Clippers have,
they might be okay.
They'll be fine. They'll just like as the game gets deeper and deeper. I don't know what the Clippers are doing, and maybe this changes in the play-in, but their late game like deciding who gets the ball and who takes shots, it is so inconsistent and weird. Like, bro, I've seen multiple games where Kawhi is having a pretty good game, like 60% field goal shooting, 3 for 5 from 3. Like he's got 36 points, and then it's like, oh, he's not gonna get the ball anymore.
Yeah.
Don't know why. Just you're not getting the ball anymore. You're not part of this anymore. It's like, okay, sure. That's why I don't really trust whatever it is the Clippers are doing, and they've been on a skid ever since then.
So we are in agreement that Lakers.
Oh yeah, the Lakers
make it.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go with the assumption that Zion is healthy.
Yep.
Who am I looking for?
Timberwolves to the left.
All right. That brings us to the playoffs. So what we're gonna do here, we have our 8 teams per conference. We're gonna put the people in this category that are going to be eliminated in the first round of the actual playoffs.
Yeah, it's going to get them out the way.
Yeah, I don't think they win a series.
No.
Again, these two are interchangeable, I think.
And I feel like honestly, if the Nets make it to the playoffs, they're not getting swept.
Yeah, I think
if the Hawks make it to the playoffs, they're getting swept.
Yeah,
they getting ran out the building.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think depending on the matchup too, I think the Nets might even possibly could win a first round. Maybe.
Who do they have to play other than the Heat?
The Heat.
Get the Heat.
They won't be playing the Heat.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, because if they get the Heat, I'm like,
because if they get into the playoffs, they're coming in the 7 or 8 seed.
They're going to get.
They're coming in the 7 seed, so they'll probably be playing Celtics. I don't think they beat the Celtics.
Bro, I think the Celtics will make it.
Who's
2? I mean, 1 or 2 would be Milwaukee and Boston.
Or no, they'd be playing Boston or Philly probably.
Yeah,
because Philly might jump Boston, and if Boston keeps playing the way they've been playing.
Yeah, I mean they've been losing some closest, but they have been games that for home court advantage you need to win those games.
Yeah, they should have been winning some games that they've been losing recently.
Back-to-back overtime losses is tough.
Yeah, and you could tell they were tired.
Yes, they were flat. And the Cavaliers in the second game they lost did not come out strong, but ended up pulling it out. So
all right, so let's finish the East.
Yeah.
So we got Miami.
Yeah, they're not gonna make it past the first round. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I hate it for you.
Yeah. I've been trying to convince myself to be happy with how well we perform despite how limited we look. Yeah, they're not going nowhere.
So that leaves us with the Sixers, Cavs, Bucks, Celtics, and the Knickerbockers.
Oh yeah, put the Knicks right there.
I don't agree with that.
Why, you think the Cavs ain't gonna make it? Because I feel like that's the other team.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately I don't feel like we get the end of Doc Rivers until the conference finals.
Yeah,
or the conference semis.
I honestly, I could see any of these 3 teams right here not making it past the first round.
Yep. I honestly think the Knicks don't make it past the first round because they're going to end up having to play somebody. Like, if they play, all right, let me put it like this. If the Knicks end up playing the Sixers, Bucks, or Celtics first round.
If who? I'm sorry?
If the Knicks play the Sixers, Bucks, Celtics first round.
Okay.
They're out.
You don't think the Knicks can beat the Sixers?
No, not in the 7-game series. I think if they played a random game tonight.
Oh yeah. I mean, any given night you can.
7 games. I don't think the Knicks have enough to beat those top 3 teams for 4 out of 7 games. Like, is it possible? Sure. There's a lot of stuff that can happen, but I don't think that.
I don't know if
that they can deal. First of all, they don't have anybody to deal with Embiid to stop Embiid from carrying the team for 4 games against them. Like, yeah, you might win 3 games against the Sixers, but you're not going to stop Embiid from carrying them 4 games, which is all he has to do. All he has to do is win 4 games.
What about the Celtics or Cavaliers?
I think the Cavaliers. I think the biggest problem right now with the Cavaliers is that they're not getting a lot of consistent scoring from their front court. Like, Evan Mobley's shooting terrible this season. Jared Allen is not going to be a large point output scorer. You know what I'm saying? Like, he does his jobs really well, but his points is not his thing. So what you're hoping is, one, Donovan Mitchell puts up 40, and that Darius Garland puts up
30.
20, 30 and 15 assists. Like, that's what you're trying to get from them. And I think that's really hard if you don't get a lot more production out of Karis LeVert, and I can't remember the other wing's name, the one that comes in off the bench. Young guy, too. Oh, gosh. It starts with an O or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But
it's like Oogle or Oogle.
Yeah.
It's like something weird sounding.
Yeah, but if they're not playing – because I saw spurts of Karis LeVert playing really well earlier this year. He hasn't been producing as much offensively. Defensively, that team is nasty to deal with. So if they can make games ugly, like if they make a game ugly with the Knicks they don't have anything, man. Their half-court offense is Julius Randle at the top of the key doing stuff. If them shots ain't going in, which has pretty much been the Knicks' issue every playoffs, is that his shots stop going in, and they got nothing.
Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if they make it out of the first round, though.
I'm discounting one big thing. It's just because he hasn't played recently. Jalen Brunson.
Yeah. That's why I think that's why they have a fighting chance.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
That's why I think they have a chance to beat the Sixers. Yes, they can't stop Embiid.
You know what? That's. But
I feel like they have more depth.
They do.
Than the Sixers.
Yeah. Jalen Brunson has been way better for them than I imagined. I honestly thought this dude was going to come over there and score 13.
He's as good as he was in the playoffs last year.
The whole season.
Yeah. Not just because last year was just the playoffs.
Yeah, like he played decent for Dallas during the season, but that's why they didn't take his extension requests.
Right.
And then the playoffs came, and he started playing like that, and he's continued to play that way.
And he was like, you guys should have taken that extension request.
Hey, man, the Mavericks might be one of the worst teams next year. Just want y'all to think about that. It's a very possible thing that they are with less talent this time next year than they are right now. Like, it could be really, really bad.
Yeah. But, so, we'll put the Knicks there for now. I wouldn't be surprised if they make it. Like I said, I wouldn't even be surprised if they beat the Sixers in a 7-game series. Yeah, they have to deal with Embiid, but I think so. I think they're 1-2. Sixers 1-2 are really good, right?
Yes, they're almost. They're like
Knicks 1-2 is still really good. They're not on that level, but they're not too far behind.
They on their heels.
They're 3 through 7. I think is better than the Sixers 3 through 7.
When you start, all right. So when you start lining up, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah,
Tyrese Maxey, because that's where the conference.
That's going to be your 3.
So Tyrese Maxey and R.J. Barrett. I know Maxey tends to go off he goes off higher than R.J. Barrett, but when Tyrese Maxey doesn't have good games, R.J. Barrett still has decent games. But then you start to get into people like Josh Hart and Emmanuel Quickley, and that's where the Knicks start to.
I say let's be wild.
Are we getting rid of Doc Rivers?
Let's get rid of Doc Rivers.
We're getting rid of Doc Rivers.
And plus, this will make your brother happy.
It will make Justin happy. There you go. We're believing the lie for you, bro. And we're getting Doc Rivers and his ashy voice out of the league.
Not out of the league, but out of Philly.
Philly. Listen, I'm going to say this now. I want to see Doc Rivers coaching the Pacers. Like, I want to
see him, with a young team.
A young team that has talent that we've seen them do well. Now, I don't know how committed the Pacers are to their coach currently.
Yeah, I don't know their situation.
And I don't know if Doc wants to do the GM coach thing again, because I know he likes to control stuff a little more. But I want to see
I need to see him prove that he's a good coach, because I don't believe it.
The Rockets.
There you go.
Let him go to Houston, because I know they're getting rid of Steven Silas. Like, that's pretty much guaranteed.
Yeah.
So let him go to Houston. Let him do his thing down there and see what he can really impart on some young players.
I want to see if he's actually good.
Because we don't think he's bad.
I just don't know if he's good.
I don't know if he's good. So yeah, I like this. I like this. Hurts to see my heat go away.
I know. All
right.
But all right. So we'll finish up the Western Conference tomorrow and the rest of the playoffs, hopefully, unless we get long-winded again. But you're here for that, right?
Give us your takes.
Yeah. Let us know if you think we're wrong so far. Praise us if we're great. Because we're great.
We are great.
Mm-hmm.
Love us.
All right. Peace.